Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Football Talk with Faithfulness. Yeah, I know I said earlier this week that I would be taking a break from podcasting and football and the likes, and I really understand. Like I think you guys should understand my plight. Apart from the fact that I was not mentally stable and all. But let's get down to business. I'll be solely talking about the Arsenal Watford game that went down on Sunday. Yes, I feel that that game has a lot of talking points, and I have been seeing a lot of opinions, a lot of thoughts. I've even watched AFTV media, I've listened to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of people have been giving their, like their thoughts and their worries, and a lot of people have been saying like different things that are really pricking my heart. That as much as I want to keep quiet, I can't keep quiet. Now, before the season started, everybody was saying that okay, it's going to be a normal season for Arsenal, but Arsenal really did quite quite well. I won't even use the word well, fair. I'll use the word good. Arsenal really did quite good, like quite well in the transfer market, and there were like a lot of anticipations. Like I understand that we have played Tottenham, we have played Liverpool. These are top 6 sides, but we expected more. Like we expected to see like a different Arsenal, a more attacking side. We expected to see like players like we just expected more. Like we expected different. But over the course of the first 5 games, there have been a lot of issues, a lot of individual errors, a lot of talking points, a lot of misplaced priorities. Like, okay, let's begin with the coach Unai Emery. I understand that Unai Emery, has like a lot at stake right now. But my major problem with Unai Emery is that he focuses more on the weaknesses of his opponents than on the strength that he has. Looking at an Arsenal side, Arsenal's strength is attack. Like, you understand my point? Arsenal's strength is attack. Like the attack, the attacking prowess of Arsenal is where Arsenal's strength lies. So when you see a side that scores goals, and you say, okay, I want to be more defensive and hit them on the counter attack, but you don't have the right set of formation. Like my point is that he defends too much. He's too analytic for my liking. Like he analyzes the game too much, that he's too flexible. Like if the strength of Arsenal is attack, focus on the attack. I feel that he focuses on the weaknesses of his opponent team, that he fails to see the light. Unai Emery is not seeing the light yet. That is where my problem lies. And I understand that most of the goals that we have considered this season is part of individual errors. But I feel that he has to talk to these players. Okay, for example, look at the game against Watford. Just look at Socrates. I am trying so hard to not call Socrates a fool in this podcast. I'm trying so hard to not call Socrates a madman in this podcast. But defense 101, defense class 101 teaches you that you cannot be trying to do a ground pass to your player when an opponent is in front of your player. Come on. Let's forget about the fact that VAR did not notice that Tom Cleverley had a foot in the 18-yard box. Let's forget about that. Let's concentrate of the idea. Socrates claims to be a professional defender. He's a professional footballer. How on earth would you want to play a ground pass to Guendouzi when Tom Cleverley was directly in front of him? How do these players reason at times? Is it that they are giving something to drink before the game? Is it that they need like special inspiration? Like I'm lost in, like I don't get the idea. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, hope you're getting me. Like I'm trying to like be analytic here with you guys, because I know that if you guys have not thought of it, I've thought of it severally. Hey, let's go to David Luiz. David Luiz has cost Arsenal 3 penalties. Hey, within how many games, my dear children? Hey, okay. Chambers started the first game against Newcastle, and I won't lie, I was impressed. Seeing the fact that in Fulham he was playing as a defensive midfielder most of the time, and he played as a defender, a proper CB, and he was impressive. And my point is, David Luiz and Socrates partnership, it is sure that they are too error prone. See, I understand that sometimes you just have to concede. But when they keep conceding based on individual errors, I think it's time to be flexible in that area. Yes, you have been short of defenders. I understand your point. Now holding is back, and we still have Chambers jejely on the bench. I think it's time for Unai Emery to tweak things up. You cannot say you keep those players on the pitch based on experience. See, we're too focused on Mustafi errors. that we did not see that Socrates is not a defender. He just does backbones defending. You see, he just said Socrates is like a bulldog. Do you understand my point? Like he doesn't even know. Did you get center backs are meant to read the games. Like they're meant to read games. Like as a center back, you have to read games. Like you might not be fast. Like that's one thing about that's what makes Van Dijk special. That's what makes the likes of Ramos special. They can read games. And in the experience that David Luiz and Socrates have, they should be able to read games. But they cannot read games. We complain that Mustafi makes a lot of errors, but at least Mustafi still has a little understanding of how to read games. Hey God. First, you can see that Socrates and David Luiz combo, they can't read games, and that is a big problem when your defense cannot read games. I'm not saying you should predict the attack, but read the game. As time goes on, within the 90 minutes of a game, the first 5 minutes, you are reading the game, you understand what is happening. Even if they change their style of play, you are reading the game. That is what professional footballers do. Okay, let's look at the wing backs. I understand that Maitland-Niles is not a right back, but God knows that guy is not trying at all because he's always out of position. Even if you're not a proper right back, but you're always in position, you'll be able to make 1 or 2 tackles. You get, like I don't understand the point. Like, what does he do in training exactly? Like I said earlier, I understand that he's a utility player. No doubt that I feel his pain. That yes, he's been played out of position. But now that you have been given the right back position, make good use of the right back position. So because my point is, when Bellerin comes back, there's no way in hell that he's going to bench a Bellerin. And there's no way in hell that he's going to get back a central midfield position in Arsenal with the likes of Guendouzi, with the likes of Torreira, with the likes of Xhaka. So there's no way he's benching anybody in central midfield. So why does he not just try to make the right back position his own? Let's even leave that boy aside. Let's go to Kolasinac. I understand the fact that Kolasinac is just a left wing back. So whatever he does, I feel that if you're a left wing back, though he got 1 assist in the game, but he can work more. Like his indecisiveness in the final third. Like I don't understand if he's run. Like I don't understand what he does in training. If he's to run and cut back to his right foot, then cut back to his left foot again. Like I don't understand. But I feel that okay, we understand that he cannot defend to save his life already. We're past that point already. But he can do better. He can do better in the attacking. Okay, you cannot defend, but you can do better. Look at Arsenal's midfield. I don't understand what was running through Emery's mind. I don't know if he was trying to play Ozil and Ceballos. Like I don't know if he was trying to play them like on the wings, but I just know that it was not working well. Now, Ozil's favorite position is the middle. Ozil is very creative in the middle. Now, if I were an Unai Emery, I was playing a Watford side. I was 20th. They had only 1 point. I was playing a Watford side. What do I do in mind? You have good attacking players. You look at your midfield. In your midfield, even if Xhaka has his nudes and he does not want to put Xhaka on the bench, there was no doubt you could play Xhaka and Guendouzi or Xhaka and Torreira, because in that midfield, a potential ball-winning midfielder was missing. Xhaka is not a ball-winning midfielder. Neither is Guendouzi a proper ball-winning midfielder. If we're being sincere, he's a creative midfielder. So in the legs, even if he wanted to rough handle it, he had like the flair. He could have played a Ceballos Torreira in the middle. Let's even look at it. Like, no matter the angle he's coming from, he loves Xhaka so much. He could have played a Ceballos Torreira. But he went for, I don't even get the whole point. But let's just leave that aside. When you keep playing players out of position, I think they don't, like, Ozil was not in the flow of that game. Whether you say Ozil is a star player, I understand Ozil is a star player. But Ozil's as in, like, what he was meant to do in that game, I don't think he knew what he was meant to do in the game. But let's leave that aside. Let's put it aside. Now, let's go to Nicolas Pepe. See, no doubt Nicolas Pepe is an exciting player. I won't lie. Like, though I get upset because I feel like he should be scoring, like, goals by now. But I still believe that part of the reason why he has not performed is the tactics used. Is Emery's game plan doesn't just favor Pepe at all. Another thing I realized that Pepe does too much. I don't know if fans care too much about his dribbling abilities. But what the reason why we claim to have sold Iwobi is that he has no end product. So I believe that he should be So I need to tell him that Arsenal sold Iwobi for the likes of Nelson. They sold Iwobi for Pepe. And we're complaining of no end product. Let's be realistic. Fam, let's be realistic. This thing is just getting me confused. But all I know is that if Unai Emery still wants to remain the coach of Arsenal, he has to go back to the drawing board and figure it out, because you cannot keep making the same. He has a very too flexible system, but they are making the same errors. How will every single system you bring, every single tactic you bring, and they are making the same individual errors? It is not adding up. It is not making sense. Unai Emery has to go back to the drawing board, and I feel that Arsenal deserves better. The likes of Aubameyang deserves better. They deserve better. The Arsenal fans deserve to enjoy this season. We deserve to know. We deserve to not be the banter club anymore. Yeah. So those are basically my thoughts. Those are basically my thoughts on the Arsenal Watford game. I know that there are a lot of things I would have liked to say, but I'm in a good mood today, and I'm more stable than I was on Sunday. But thank you guys so much for listening to the end. My name is Faithfulness, and see you guys next episode. Thank you.